Hello, hello. Welcome back to Curls by Sharlene. Today I'm going to be making the easiest, quickest biscuits that never fail. I'd say they're close to Shrewsbury Biscuits, but you are going to love these. So I start off with 4 tablespoons of sugar and 3 heaped tablespoons of butter. We're going to be doing the creaming in method. You also need a mixing bowl, a whisk, or you can use an electric mixer, but there was no way I was going to do that because my baby was asleep and he is not well, so I was not taking a chance. Without an electric mixer, you want to whisk it for ages.
2,000 years later.
It should look like this, very light and fluffy. Then you want to add 1 large egg. I'm also using Moroccan almond essence and Sicilian lemon extract. You'll need 1 teaspoon of Moroccan almond extract and 1 teaspoon of the Sicilian lemon extract. Or you could use 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. Then you are going to want to mix well. I'm sifting the flour, so as you can see I'm using self-raising flour, and you'll need 6 heaped tablespoons. You'll need to sift this flour so it's nice and smooth, full of air bubbles. Mix well. You can test the consistency of your dough. As you can see, that was too sticky for me, so I added more flour. I know. It was just too soft and too flimsy. So just add more, a tablespoon at a time if you're afraid of messing it up, but you really can't mess up this recipe. I promise you. I just wanted the dough firm, but not, solid. Just firm and easy enough to roll out. I split the dough into 3 parts or sections just to make it easier to roll out. You are going to need to flour that board. I needed a lot of extra flour just so the dough doesn't stick to the board and it's easy to roll out. Flour the rolling pin as well. Be generous with it. The more flour the better, honestly. And then I had to add more flour. It still was too soft and flimsy. The dough was coming together, but it was very, very soft. So I don't know, I'd say I added maybe 3 more heaped tablespoons. Thereabouts. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. You can decide. Honestly, just feel the dough. You'll know when it's right. And I'm going to roll the dough quite thinly. So you want it quite thin. These aren't thick biscuits. They're not cookies. They're biscuits. Now it's time to take out those cookie cutters or whatever shape you'd like. I'm just using a cup, a normal teacup. I improvise with what I have. I don't have any cookie cutters, but, well, I didn't have. Maybe I used to, but... And there you go. The reason why I said you need to flour your board very well. I'm using my nail, as you can see, to lift the dough, the cookie, the biscuit. But this is where the nails come in handy. A spoon would work just as well. I obviously wasn't as generous as I thought with the flour. But yeah, you can't put too much. You can always slide the flour off the bowl. I did about 4 at a time, as you can see, and then just lightly peel around the cutting, and yeah, bake about 9 at a time. And in total I made 27 and a half and a few more pieces. So it was very, very easy, quick, no hassle, no fuss whatsoever. The oven is set to 180 degrees. You want the middle tray, obviously the middle bit of the oven, the middle tray. And my oven is just so hot at the moment. It took 5 to 7 minutes to cook these biscuits. It all depends on how hot your oven is and what you have. I have a fanned electric oven, and it's piping hot. Any more, 10 minutes would have burnt these biscuits. There you go. And they're done. So easy. I must say, the time between them burning and them being just right is so close. You just have to keep an eye on them. At 5 minutes, I would say keep checking that oven, because they burn quickly. As you know, they're thin biscuits. Maybe make them thicker and then they can stay in longer. But for this size, I would say 3 centimeters, thereabouts, the thickness, the width, if you want to measure. So how to know when they're done? Basically, they will be slightly brown, ever so slightly. They still need to look pale. If they're darker, they're burnt already. They don't rise too much, it's ever so slight. So you can't go wrong with these biscuits. You can't make a mistake. I'm telling you, if you do, I really don't know how you can go wrong with these biscuits. They are easy peasy, easy, and they taste good. I'm also using greaseproof paper, so no need for flour or grease in the tin or anything like that. I just laid the greaseproof paper in the tin or on top of the tin, and then laid the biscuits on top of it, and voila, there you go. I'm now icing them. I have 2 ways. One is quick and easy, the other is slightly longer but quick as well. So there you go. I'm just showing you what they look like, having a munch. You could use a piping gun, but mine broke, so I'm improvising. I'm using a sieve and icing sugar, and basically all you do is you put a few teaspoons, or just pour it over as I'm doing, and sprinkle the icing sugar, dust it over the biscuits, just a light dusting, and they are delicious. Easy. Your kids will love these, I'm telling you, really. And then you just lay more on top and do a light dusting. These are great at Christmas time. I do make these almost every Christmas. They are a winner, and you can make so many, a batch, and they're done. So that's the first kind of icing, and then the other one is I'm going to do just normal butter icing with some green food coloring. That's butter and icing sugar. And then I add the food coloring. It's to your taste. I'm not going to tell you how many spoons. You saw I put maybe 3. But this is sweet enough on top of those biscuits. Just a normal butter icing. You can make any icing, but I'm using normal butter icing. I put 2 drops of the food coloring, and then you can increase. I never ever say put too many drops, because sometimes it's not the color you want, and I just wanted a light green for Christmas. You could do green and red, but for now I'm just showing you the green. You can design your biscuits any way you like. They are so easy and quick. No fuss, no stress, just go for it. For all those with a sweet tooth, don't worry, it meets the standard. It is sweet enough, I can assure you. I must say though, once you have one, you want to go back and have another and another and another. It's so bad. Or so good, shall I say. They are very nice, and they're so light that you don't feel like, oh, they're heavy, I'm so full. It's actually a very light biscuit. Light. I can eat a few at a time. So if you tried the biscuit, there you go. I was just pasting it with a knife, or you can use a piping gun, as I said. If you tasted the biscuits without any icing, they're not very sweet. Even though I added sugar, they're not that sweet. But the minute you put the icing, perfect. It's the perfect taste of sugar. Just enough. Not too much, not too little, just enough. The only thing with the butter icing is you have to, once you've decorated your biscuit, you have to leave it to set. Otherwise, you just ruin your creations straight after that. And there you have it, all done. Thanks for watching Curls by Sharlene. Please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. I'll see you in my next video, and have a happy Christmas. Bye.